So for the next problem, it says creating all the list of all the possibilities would take time and require a lot of writing the same words over and over. Because there are more than two options, a probability table is also challenging. An alternative is creating a probability tree to show the different combinations. A probability like the one that is started at right, so they're talking about this right here, okay? It's also on your resource page, shows different possibilities branching off of each other. In this case, the two segments on the left show the base flavors. So we have vanilla up here and then chocolate down here. So each different mix-in choices branches off of the base flavor. So we have hazelnut, sprinkles, toffee bits. And then after that, each fruit swirl branches off of the mix-in choice. So we have apricot, then plum, then berry, and then lastly the grape. So on this case, for this particular picture, they did the first letter of each choice to label the diagram. So for Charlie, it says the bold line of the diagram shows a combination of vanilla, toffee bits, and plum swirl. We need to complete the probability tree to show all the possible combinations. So right here, we are going to turn the page to our probability tree, which is right here. This is that resource page they were talking about, and we need to finish it. So we have right here where we have the first thing, which is the first choice, which is the base flavor. So we have vanilla and chocolate already written in. Then we have the next option after we pick vanilla. We can have either hazelnut, sprinkles, or toffee bits. Then after that, we have our fruit swirls. So what we need to do is we need to finish filling this in. So right, I can have vanilla, hazelnut, apricot, vanilla, hazelnut, plum, vanilla, hazelnut, berry, vanilla, hazelnut, grape. Now, some things that students ask me, do they need to write the whole word? And my answer to that is yes. Also, make sure that as you go down here to chocolate, notice chocolate has even less on there. So make sure you're hitting all the points on there. Go ahead and pause the video now and finish filling out this probability tree. Delta asks, how many different flavor combinations are possible? Where do you look on the diagram to count the number of complete combinations? So here is my completed tree. Let me go ahead and back it out so you can see the whole thing. Okay, so where do we find the completed number of combinations? Is it at the top, the bottom, the left, or the right? Hopefully you see that they are on the right, because as I'm making my choices and they're branching out, this is the last choice, and so I can have vanilla, hazelnut, apricot, vanilla, hazelnut, plum. So that's two different combinations. I like trees because there really is less to write. I know it doesn't seem that way right now, but there is less to write than if I did a systematic list. And so with this, how many possible combinations though is there? And where do I look for it? I look on the right and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 4, which means we have a total of 24. So there's a total of 24 total flavor combinations, and we counted them on the right side of the diagram. Looking at the next one, it says, use your probability tree to help you find the probability Scott's final combination will include plum swirl. So we're going to go back to our probability tree, and I will back out so that we can see that. Oops, that's the wrong button. Okay, so we have 1 plum, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So remember, probability is always what you want over the total. And we have 6 out of the 24 flavors, which is equivalent to 1/4. Now it's also asking us, make sure you can see that, what's the probability of having hazelnut? So I'm going to go ahead and back out so we can see the whole thing. So I have, with this guy right here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. With chocolate, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have, again, probability is what you want over the total. That's 8/24, which is equivalent to 1/3. And I want to point out that these here, too, when they're simplified, is interesting because plum is 1 out of the 4 flavors, fruit swirl flavors, and hazelnut is 1 out of the 3 options for a chunky mix-in. So when I'm looking at these, I have my 3, and hazelnut is 1. Plum is 1 out of those 4 options of the fruit swirl. Okay?